Merhaba, my loves.
Merhaba, my love.
Today, we'll be making oatmeal. Not just any oatmeal. Like, probably the best oatmeal I've ever had in my life. Little backstory, right? There's this cafe down the street, and it makes the best, like, overnight oatmeal. I think it's overnight oatmeal. And I've had it so many times, but it costs, like, a whopping... How much does it cost? It costs nearly $8, like after tax. And I was like, oatmeal shouldn't cost that much. I bet we can recreate it for cheaper. And I have tried recreating it a couple times, so I want to share my recipe with you. But before we get into it, yeah, we've got to go get it and do a taste test. So... come on. How are you? Did I just get the oatmeal? The golden oats?
Which one?
The golden
oats, yeah.
That's all. This is her. Kind of looks yellow. Basically, the cafe is called Nava Social and it's located on King Street east of Toronto. Right, babes? They make really good coffee too, but like, I think what makes it so good is that it just like has the smell and like every single one of the ingredients is so thoughtful. I know that sounds so stupid, but guys, I don't know, I'm just obsessed with this oatmeal. So there's these little cashews and then you get like some apples and they're kind of like poached or like almost pickled.
Child. Anyway, so.
And then there's like some currants and then the oatmeal and it's yellow for some reason, which I like. And you eat it cold. It's kind of like relatively room temperature / cold, but let's give it a test, innit? Don't say that again. All right. Guys, it is so good. It's so good.
Period.
So if my reaction wasn't enough for you to kind of like go try it and make it yourself,
You stupid fucking dinosaur! Get the fuck out of here!
but if you don't live in the city, here's how I think you make it. Obviously, I don't have the recipe, but they kind of list the ingredients when you order it on like the menu. So that kind of gave me a good idea. And then you can kind of piece together things. I think the hardest thing that took a long time to figure out was like the cashews, because they're kind of like candied and they have like this like cinnamony, sugary exterior. The apples were also confusing because they're not stewed and to make like an applesauce. They're still kind of crunchy and soft and juicy, but they still have their structure. Okay, I'll stop. Oh my god, I'm too tall for this setup. Step number 1, we're starting it off really easy, just with the oats. And I think this step is called soak your baddies. The baddies. Mind focus, babes. I feel like I'm just gonna put around about a half cup. Yeah, I think this is a good amount. You might be wondering, bitch, what the fuck, that's not a lot. I don't know, you're probably right, but I find this really filling. Plus they get a little bigger when you soak them. But yeah, soak your baddies. So, half a cup of oats, then we add our cinnamon, about that much. Then we add our turmeric, about that much. Don't worry, because you're not really cooking it, it doesn't taste that much like turmeric. I think they do it for like the color and maybe the health benefits, I don't know. Maple syrup. Ooh. I think you just add how much you like, and I think they also add a little bit of vanilla. They use oat milk at the store. I don't know why, but I just like using real milk in it. And what you want to do is you want to like cover it by like maybe a centimeter of milk. So whatever amount of oats you put in, just like put in a centimeter more of oats. And now we mix this. It's not giving much, it's just giving soaked oats. And now you want to refrigerate this for at least overnight. Does that make sense? I do overnight and then I just set it up before I go to bed and then I wake up and it's ready. So we're just gonna pop this in the fridge.
Oh my god, what is that?
Guys, I'm sorry, but my hair situation was getting a bit out of control. And we're back. Wasn't step 1 easy? It only gets harder from here. Unfortunately. We're gonna do apples next. Grab your preferred apple. I hate apples, unpopular opinion, maybe popular opinion, hot take. I hate these little styrofoam infested little, but they do kind of help with the dish because they add acidity and it's really good. I don't know why I have the most dramatic knife, but itty what itty. So the apples are chopped up. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I think this process is called poaching or stewing apples. I know when you poach an apple, it's meant to be whole, but I feel like we're just gonna stick to the chunks because they have chunks. Also, these chunks are way too big. Don't do what I did. You're just gonna add all your apples to a bowl, and we're gonna add cinnamon and sugar. And it should look like that. And you're just gonna fill it with water. I would just fill it until you just get to the top, so they're just submerged. Easy. So we're just gonna get these boiling away, and then we're gonna leave it to simmer while we do the other things. So the next step is called crunchy, not crusty cashews. And the reason I say not crusty, because even though crusty might be nice, we're not going for some lame ass cashews, we're going for some good, crunchy, delicious cashews. And honestly, like ever since I discovered this approach, I can't just put unaltered, untoasted, unseasoned, candied nuts on any food anymore. Like it has to be just delicious. People who put plain nuts on their food, extinct.
Oh my God! What is that?
So, what you're gonna do is you're gonna set the oven to preheat at 300 degrees. Yeah, and you're gonna prepare some egg whites, so let's do that. I don't have a whisk, like a full whisk. I only use this weird little thingy. We're just gonna separate yolks from the egg whites and just beat the egg whites until they form stiff peaks, whatever the hell that means. If you're vegan and you want to keep this vegan, obviously you can use oat milk instead of regular milk. You can also substitute the eggs for something else. Like I've seen people just use like vegan butter and they just like candy it on the stove rather than like just like in a pot, and they melt it all together and then they let it dry and it becomes like sticky and tacky and toffee like. I'll try to link a couple of vegan recipes or things you can follow, but I'm gonna use the egg whites. Let's separate these eggs. That was so easy, guys. I ate that. Not the egg yolk.
Disgusting!
You're gonna move your egg whites over, and you're just gonna whisk them to death. So at the end of it all, it should look like this. And I believe that if you flip it upside down, it won't drop. So, that was really scary. Okay, no more. Save these for something else. So what you want to do next is add your cashews to the little, is it meringue?
Come on, break.
Wow, that's a lot. Now, in terms of the sugar, you want to do equal parts white sugar and equal parts brown sugar. I don't think they do brown sugar at the store, but I kind of like the molassesy flavor, so I like adding it. So next up, we just basically give it all a stir. I definitely think you don't want to overmix this because we've we've put in so much air into the egg whites, and it would be like a real shame if all of that was for nothing and we kind of like crushed all the air out. The final product should look something like this. This is what we're working with. So now what you want to do is get yourself a little panny wanny. I think this might be too small, but it's all I got. You want to line it with some parchment paper. This is like the worst circle you ever did see. And now we're just gonna plop the mixture. I think if you're using raw cashews, it'll definitely take longer to cook. With the raw cashews, it takes almost like 40 minutes. With these, I'm expecting them to take like a lot less, like maybe 15 or 20. Okay, so let's check on these in 20 minutes.
Thinking about so many things.
So it's looking like the apples are done. You can see that they're kind of like stewed up and they're definitely a lot softer. And we're just gonna drain it because I don't really want the liquid. Is this what cider is? Oh my god. Should I drink it? Oh my god. I literally made cider. While the cashews finish up, I just wanted to prime you on my relationship with oatmeal. In second year of university, I had an obsession phase where I just ate oatmeal without fail. Steel cut oats, cooked in milk and water, without fail. I would wake up every morning and just spend 20 to 30 minutes cooking steel cut oats from scratch. And I would have orange juice next to it. I had to have orange juice. And I would put strawberries and I think bananas, and that was it. And that was my breakfast for like a whole year in university. I was obsessed with it, and then suddenly one day I woke up and I was like, if I see an oat, I'm gonna die. And I didn't eat like oats since then. Like every time someone tried to serve me oatmeal, I would like reject it. Feeling healthy one day at the cafe downstairs, and I was like, these golden oats are looking kind of good. And I tried it, and I was like fucking shook. I was shook, besties. So it's kind of like reignited my love for only this oatmeal, because I do think all other oatmeal sucks, unless you can prove me wrong. That's a challenge. Let's assemble. I have some of the cashew situation that I made a couple days ago, and this is what it kind of looks like when it's done. Again, this clustery situation, and it's quite crunchy. Look. Delicious. Let's assemble. I'm trying so hard to make this look bougie. Blueberries, apples, cashews. The final product. Isn't she beautiful? Look at her.
I'm the shiz naive. You should follow my example, bitch. I eat.
Let's give it a taste. Very much worth it. I love this breakfast. It's changed my oatmeal life. It is so good, and I hope you try this and let me know your oatmeal variations, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more cooking videos. Period. This is a bit of a bonus clip where I try apple juice. It's like super sweet and cinnamony, but it still has that like raw apple flavor, so I don't think this is apple cider, but it's kind of good though. Yes.